Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to study user authentication in our server side. So for that we are going to need some libraries like Bcrypt.js for hashing our password, Express for making routes, Express validator for making checks, and Mongoose for connecting MongoDB database as well as creating user schema. So let's just start the work. So I will make two folders, models, sorry, not file, folder, models, and one folder as routes. Okay, so we will create user model first. So let's name it as user.model.js, and let's just import mongoose. Okay, and let's just create one user schema. So let's call it user schema new mongoose.schema. Okay, so user is going to have some properties like, let's say, name. So yes, type is going to be string, and required is going to be true. Okay, so let's also add email. Type is again going to be string, and required is true. Also password, okay, type string, minimum length 5, maximum length 30, and required is true. Okay, also we will add date. Type is now going to be date, and default date is going to be date not no. Okay, so I think this is it. So let's just import the schema. So for that we need to comprise it at user as a model. So we will make mongoose dot model. I will name it as user, and here is going to be user schema. Okay, let's just export this. Module dot exports is equal to user. Okay, so the model part is done. So let's create a route. User dot route dot js. Okay, so let's import express, as express is going to be useful for creating routes. It is essential. Express, and we will just initialize our router using express dot router. Okay, yeah, we are also going to need our user schema, so let's just import it as well. Require, let's move up one directory in models folder in user.model. Okay, so let's just start creating our register router. It will typically going to be a post request, as we are saving our data to the MongoDB server. Okay, let's make it register and new, you can call it anything. Okay, then we are going to have one array of checks, which I will explain in a minute, and an async function which is going to have request and response regarding that request. Okay, so in this array we are going to have three checks for the name, email and password. So for that I have downloaded one library known as express validator. So we will just import it. Okay, so we are going to need check and validation results. Okay, this is it. So we will make our checks now. So first check is going to be for the name. So let's access that property name, and the error message is going to be name is required, sorry, for creating new account. Okay. Mm. So here we yeah, not dot is empty. So basically meaning of this line is the name field in our registration form should not be empty. User should have some name. Okay, then next check is going to be check for email. So let's put a message like enter a valid email. Okay, yeah, it is email. So it will check if user have entered valid email or not. And let's make last check for the password. So password should be at least 5 characters. Password should have at least 5 characters and at most 30 characters. Okay, and we will check is length. Min is going to be 5 and max is going to be 30. Okay, so let's just make our async function call, which is an callback, which is an most important part of this route. Okay, so for that I will first check if we are getting any errors in those checks. Okay, so validation result and request. Okay, so if we are getting errors, so I will write errors not is empty. So that means errors are, what I'm saying is errors dot empty means there are no errors, but if I am adding this not sign, that means we have some errors. Okay, so we will just return from here like return raise dot status, sorry, status code will be 400, and let's send for errors errors dot, we have stored it as array, so we'll pass our array. Okay, so if we are not getting any errors, so we can proceed to our route, and we will just make one try catch block for handling errors if we get in further code. Okay, so we will just say host name email password. Okay. Yeah, these three parameters are going to be as taken as input from user, and date is going to be set up automatically. Okay, so it will be and request body, so let's just call it, and let's make one user is equal to wait. So yeah, we need to check if we have user with the same name before this creation, as we cannot allow one user with one uh, like multiple accounts with same user same email. So we will just check if we find my email. Okay, so if we are getting that user already present in our database, we will again just return result status code. It will be again 400, and we will output. So okay, again errors, and message is going to be user already exists. Okay, so you cannot make two users with same email. Okay, so after passing this check, we will move forward and create our user. So it will be like user is equal to new user, and properties are going to be name, email, password. Okay, that's it. So what happened? Okay, I should add this bracket also. So after that, we should sort our password, as the simple passwords can be hacked easily by hackers. So we have used Bcrypt.js for this, and we will just hash password by 10 characters. So it will be very difficult for anyone to predict or catch it. Okay, so we will make one salt is equal to await. Yeah, so I need to import Bcrypt.js. Bcrypt is equal to require Bcrypt.js. Okay, await Bcrypt dot generate salt of 10 characters. So it will hash our password with 10 characters, and now user dot password is going to be await Bcrypt dot, we need to hash it now, hash our password with salt. Okay, so everything is done. We will just save our user. Okay, and we will just say this dot status 200, which is a success code, dot json, and we will just say message user successfully created. Okay, now in the cache block, we will just say response dot status 500 dot json. Message is going to be there is some issue in creating this account. please try it again. Okay, so this is it. Let's just save it, and you can import this this route in your server.js file, and you can use it. Okay, so it will work 100%, and you can check it by yourself. Okay, so thank you.